Good morning and Jai Hind students. This time I have taken your chapter A Letter to God. First, I introduce you. I am Kanchan here, and this is the first chapter from the book First Flight, and it is about farmers' belief in God. So let's discuss, and I would like to tell you about two books for your term 2. So in your term 2 there are two books, and that will be First Flight, and second book will be Footprints Without Feet. So here are two books that you have to purchase. Now the chapter A Letter to God is from the book First Flight. So this is basically a story of a poor farmer named Lencho who has an unbreakable faith in God, who has a strong faith in God that God is for all our problems, miseries, and difficulties, and he has all the solutions. So he writes a letter to God requesting him to send 100 pesos as he lost his crops to the devastating hailstorm. So he is helped by the postmaster and his fellow workers. However, Lencho's strong faith in God makes him accuse them as a bunch of crooks because he feels that they have stolen some amount of money that God sent him. Actually, he wrote letter to God to send 100 pesos, but he had been sent only 70 pesos because the postmaster who helped him could not collect 100 pesos. So the collection was only 70 pesos. So whenever Lencho gets these these coins, or the sum of amount, the money, and he got only 70 pesos, and he thought that the rest of the money, like 30 coins, 30 pesos, have been taken by the employees, post office employees. So in this way he had expressed his own comment on these employees who actually helped him. So I am showing you the chapter A Letter to God is here, and here you will see money order form also. I am showing you money order form. This is money order form because in previous days money was sent through this form after filling this form, and through post office, and here signature is required of the senders also, and as well as of the receivers. So this was the medium of sending money previously, before so many years. But nowadays people use phone pay, Google Pay, you are aware about that. Using mobile, within a second they send money. So this chapter deals strong faith of a farmer whose name was Lencho, and Lencho is a farmer who writes a letter to God when his crops are ruined, asking for 100 pesos. Does Lencho's faith reach God? Letter reach God? क्या उसका लेटर गॉड तक पहुंचता है? डज गॉड सेंड हिम मनी? क्या पैसे उसको गॉड ने भेजा? थिंक व्हाट योर answers to these questions would be, and guess how the story continues before you begin to read it. So here it is about one of the cheapest ways to send money to someone is through the post office. It was previously, as I told you. Here is what you have to do. As you read the instructions, discuss with your teacher in class the meaning of these words. So here is the form of money order form. It was used previously. This is again the form, money order form, and here is the story. So the house, the only house, one in the entire valley. So his house was in the valley, and he was living all alone there. His only his house was there, and from there anyone could see the surrounding, because it was at the highest, set on the crest of a low hill. From the that height one could see, as I told you, कि from his house one could see the river, the field of ripe corn dotted with flowers that always promised a good harvest. It means Lencho had sown this cornfield and he was expecting good crop. So he was very happy. The only thing the earth was needed only was downpour. At the downpour means rain. So his crop was needed only a little downpour, a little rain. उसके खेत को केवल हल्की सी बारिश की ज़रूरत थी. And it was a very good crop at that time. Who knew his field intimately had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. So for that reason he was expecting clouds, and he was wishing clouds, he was wishing the rain, and he was looking towards the northeast. Now we are really going to get some water, woman, he said to his wife, कि अब हमको लगता है बारिश मिल जाएगी. The woman who was preparing supper means food, replied, yes, God willing. The other boys were working in the field, means his children, especially boys, they were working in the field. And in this way he was talking to his wife that yes, today this year we will get good crop. And his boys were working in the field, and smaller boys were playing near the house. So it was during the meal that, as Lenchu had predicted means forecasting, bhavishyawadi karna, big drops of rain began to fall, means it was raining, and big raindrops started falling down on the earth. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching, and black clouds were there seen in the sky, and the air was fresh and sweet. It was very good for good rain, and the man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure to feel the rain on his body. He was so happy because whatever he was expecting, that was there happening. For that reason he was very happy, and he exclaimed with happiness, there are not raindrops falling from the sky, they are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces, and the little ones. So he was so happy that he will get good crop, that he just said that big raindrops are like 10 coins, and small raindrops are like 5 coins, little coins. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with his flowers draped in a curtain of rain. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. These truly did resemble new silver coins. Means after some time, it was icing from the sky, and ice was just like looking just like silver coins, he said. And the boys, they were there collecting, they ran out to collect the frozen pearls. So frozen pearls were ice was there which was dropping, so ice pieces you can say. So it's really getting bad now this time Lencho was depressed, was sad, upset, because it was not really good. Because little rain was good, but icing was, hailstorm was not good. मतलब आसमान से जो बारिश हो रही थी वो तो अच्छी थी, बट ये जो आइसिंग होने लगी, जो बर्फ़ गिरने लगी, वो बहुत ज़्यादा लॉस होने वाला था. So it didn't pass quickly, and it was about 1 hour, and it ruined his crop. और इसने उसकी फसल को बर्बाद कर दिया. All the flowers, they were they were on the ground and his crop was totally ruined. So not a leaf remained, एक भी पत्ती नहीं बची. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness when the storm had passed. He was so sad, so upset, and he remarked, a plague of locust would also leave something, but this ice has left nothing. So in this way, we have read about this story that Lencho was a little farmer, and he was expecting a good crop, and he was wishing have a little rain, and after that, when rain was there, it rained, but after rain, icing was there, hailstones were there, and they had destroyed his crop. So it was big loss, and he was sad, he was upset. But we will read after that he was there lying in his house, in his cottage with his family members, but he had hope that God will help him. And in this way he prayed God, oh God, and he also said to his family that yes, God will help us, and he will not let us die due to hungerness. And he had a strong belief. And then next day he wrote a letter to God, oh God, send me money, 100 pesos. And then in the office, in the post office, when the postmaster was there getting this letter, he was surprised that this person had so much strong belief in God that he had sent letter to God. So the postmaster didn't want to shake his faith in God, and for that reason he collected money and he sent 70 pesos. It was 70 pesos, not 100 pesos. For that reason, Lencho had blamed those employees who actually had helped him, that these employees are a bunch of crook. So I will tell you next also. So this is all about this chapter. Thank you and Jai Hind.